Sorry about that, folks. Just had to turn off the fan. We are live. Hello, Milk Steak. How you doing? Just got a few things I need to wrap up now. I can close this. I can close the script. Yeah. Something that needed updating, but thankfully I don't think it's anything that's going to be necessary for streaming. I'm doing well, D. Thank you for the question. Hey, DC, how you doing? And Kaze says friend, and Corgi says hello. So, we're just going to be working on some commissions today, and today, to make things a little bit more interesting so that it's not just me sitting here drawing, I figure we can also make this another AMA like we did a few art streams ago. I'm doing fine. Had my first day of my last college semester today. Excellent! I hope it went well. So we're going to start off the stream by working on just some stickers because these are fairly easy to pop out, you know, and then I'm going to work on something a little bit more complex. These emotes are for one of our own, Kaze, who's in the chat. I'm going to throw on some music, and then we're going to start, yeah, we're doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles today. Or Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, but you know. Yes, it is him. It is Saturn. Sonic 3 good. Oh, it's so good. Oh my goodness. I mean, to be fair, if you play just Sonic 3 or just Sonic or Knuckles on your own, they're both good, but they both feel, like, unfinished. And that's because technically they are. It's best if you can find a way to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Just play it that way. Sure, the name is more awkward. Or play Angel Island Revisited. You know. And Knuckles. Yeah. So yeah, today's going to be an AMA stream. So if you want to ask me any questions, whether it be about the artistic process, something I enjoy, something I don't enjoy, go right ahead. The only real thing I'm going to put the kibosh on is stuff that gets a little bit too personal, but I will let you know. So, don't worry too much. I also keep the questions PG-13. So I guess it's not an ask me anything as much as it is an ask me almost anything. But, you know, whatevs. We are at 5 viewers already, alright. These art streams tend to have really good turnouts compared to my other ones. And that's good, I'm glad, because, I mean, that's kind of why I started streaming to begin with, so, you know. AMA PG-13 digit, more or less. And considering that we don't have a that we don't tend to have a super huge audience, we usually have, I think at most, like maybe like 12. I think the largest audience I ever had was like 20 something, and that was after a raid. So if you have more than one question, feel free. Just I prefer if you ask them one at a time. I should really start writing down rules. I tend to like line art most of the time. People tend not to. What's your stance on it? Line art. I am not a big fan of it, mostly because I tend to just feel like that my line art is kind of a... Why was I drawing an islet? Why was I drawing the people? Tends to look not great, but that's also just me. I've had people compliment my line art before. I feel like I would enjoy my line art a lot more, if I didn't have difficulties with line confidence, and that's something I've been trying to work on for a while. As it stands, my favorite part is the sketching. It's either the sketching or the coloring, is my favorite part. Of course, there are some things I enjoy line arting, like bushes and things like that, even if sometimes it doesn't look great. The strangest thing I've ever eaten. I had crocodile meat once. Or are we talking strictly human food? Because I've eaten, like, milk bones before. And no, if you're curious, it's not a regular thing that I do. I was like 11 or 12 and I was curious. If you want my overall culinary opinion on that, 6 out of 10, too dry. Not enough water, as it were. Saying my lines are super clean. Yeah, you've got good clean lines. My problem is my lines kind of tend to be kind of blotchy. Because I don't feel like I have proper line confidence. Like, I don't just whoosh, like, you know, I tend to I think I tend to draw lines a little bit too slowly, and that's something I feel like I need to work on. But it's hard when you've got like the muscle memory, you know. Not that I'll automatically fix the problem, but like it will help, I think. Just to okay, yeah, then definitely the dog food. I just commit and then I spam undo. That's generally what you should be doing. I don't. I mean, sometimes it is a good idea to where it's like, okay, you gotta meet two things, do it in the middle, and then make the corrections as necessary. But for the most part, that's generally how you probably should be doing it. I feel like I should do that more, but I just get frustrated doing that because it's like, okay, no, gotta do it again, gotta do it again, gotta do it again, gotta do it again. You know? I would have less of those problems if, again, I worked on my line confidence. But yeah, getting back to the dog food, but getting back to the food question, it's definitely the milk bones are probably the weirdest thing I've ever eaten. Do not recommend, unless you are a dog. Speaking of which, I actually, I thought that my doggy was going to be in here for the stream because Abyss was going to be playing Pokemon upstairs, and as you know, Sky is an anxious dog who gets a little noisy when she's alone for too long. And so I had Sky in here as per his suggestion. I was worried about that because I was worried she was going to like nose into things and whatnot, but I don't know, I was probably overthinking it. But no, now he's hanging downstairs with Corgi. So everyone, I think Corgi's watching, so everyone say hi to Corgi and Abyss. I know Corgi was watching, I don't know if she still is, but everyone say hi to them. D says hello. DC also says hello. So yeah, I thought I was gonna have Skydog in here too while I was streaming, and I wasn't exactly sure how that was gonna go, but you know what, it probably would have been fine. You probably just would have every now and again had to hear me like, hey Sky, get out of that thing, you know? I don't know. Hello from Abyss as well. Hang on. Hi, people! They heard me. They're in the room over. Alright, so if anyone had any other questions, feel free to ask. I think I heard them too. Good. You probably at least heard Corgi. Speaking of which, Corgi dyed her hair again. You can see it on her Twitter. Ooh, jeez. That hand, though. What would you say the best part of being in a polyamorous relationship is? I think it's just, in a way, all three of us complement the needs of each other in some respect. Even if we're not all necessarily... Like, say, for instance, I'm in a relationship with Blitzio and Abyss, but they're not directly in a relationship with each other. They're only so much in a relationship in a sense that they are both my boyfriends. But I feel like that all three of us kind of complement each other with what we need, and can help the other with what they need, you know? Corgi, what are you doing? You getting a popsicle? Corgi's in here getting a popsicle. What? It's not my fault. We share a freezer. Anyway, that would say that's probably the biggest benefit of being in a polyamorous relationship, is that all three of us have different qualities and whatnot that we all kind of bring to the table, and we all complement each other. You know? Don't worry about it. I mean, I'm the one who alerted them to your presence, so don't worry too hard. Again, I thought I was gonna have to be dealing with Sky running around. Not that she would have made that much noise, but... Oh, by the way, D says thank you for the follow. But yeah, that would be the biggest advantage. That and, you know, double the lovin's. Double the lovin's is always fun. I hope that was a satisfactory answer. Oh, by the way, you guys want to guess what Abyss is playing in the next room over? Pokemon Sword. Again! It's like me and Sonic Forces. There's just something about it. Speaking of which, I've been honest to my word. I haven't played Sonic Forces again since. Like, I haven't played through it since streaming it. Although I wouldn't mind taking another go-through of it at some point for the stream. Right now, I'm all Sonic Forces doubt. I'm just waiting for the next game, frankly. It's like a train wreck. Yeah, you just can't look away. Alright, folks, just a gentle reminder, this is an AMA, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Even if you're lurking, I'd love to hear what you have to say. Hey, Niv Milk! Thank you very much for the host. Well, okay, the Extra Life stream, I played it, I didn't finish it. That's why I changed my phrasing. Thank you for the host, Kaze. Every host helps raise us in the algorithm a little bit and potentially exposes us to new viewers. And that helps a lot, especially since one of the things I'm trying to focus on for this this year is growth. So, you know. That's why I'm trying to make the streams like, I think I might make all of my art streams kind of like AMAs or something, just so at the very least I have more to talk about. Thank you, Corgi, for the host. Sonic Forces you to take a break from Sonic Forces. No, that'd be a good thinking. What I want from the next Sonic game? Competent storytelling, well-designed levels, a couple playable characters, with a focused play style, but each of them with different kind of gimmicky abilities. Large open level design, even if it is a boost style game. Thank you very much for the hosty. Even if it is a boost game, you can like Generations has very large open levels. It's just you're blasting through them, and I like that. But I would basically competent storytelling that remembers that these characters are, you know, characters and not just pictures with single description personalities. But more important, I just want it to play well. I want it to play like Generations and have level design like Generations. I want it to tighten up the issues that Generations had. And moreover, god damn it, I want original zones. The thing about Sonic Forces is that if you go back, it's not just Green Hill and Chemical Plant. A lot of the zones are like lifted from other games. Like the forest one is just the forest part of Sonic Lost World. It's just not on the Lost Hex. And the casino stuff they use is right from that game too, which in itself was based on Casino Night Zone. But Grand Metropolis, or like Metropolis Zone, that's Metropolis, albeit it looks like Grand Metropolis from Sonic Heroes, just given a bit of a Mirror's Edge makeover. The only ones I'd say, the Death Egg is obviously there. The only real stage aesthetics that are debatably original are the Park Avenue ones, like the city, and the Final Fortress stuff. Oh, thank you very much, Corgi! $5! Yes, good. That lets me live. Just as a reminder, you can in fact donate to help me live as well. You can also give bits, and you can also subscribe. If you gift subscribe or give bits, you get added up to the leaderboard that's up there. There's 2 different things for it. If you press on the arrows there, you'll be able to see gift subs, and you'll be able to see bits. And if you gift a sub, you'll make my day, you'll make your day, and you'll make some rando's day as well. Or whoever you decide to pick to give the gift sub to. And again, it helps me eat, especially during these times when I have a lot of commissions to work on, and I probably will have to close my queue again. So I'm not making a ton of green during that time. Since we're on the topic of Sonic, favorite song or OST? Favorite song is Live and Learn, favorite OST is Sonic Adventure, or Sonic CD. Generations is close second. Mania is also really good. I mean, most of the Sonic game soundtracks are good, but if I had to pick, it would probably be Sonic Adventure 1. Would you stream PO6 when it's finished? Absolutely, if I can get my computer to run it, which I probably can. I would absolutely love to do PO6 when it's done. Would you ever stream daddy dating sim? You mean like Dream Daddy? Probably not. Dating sims aren't really my thing. I mean, the only one I played was the one by, what's his name? Furry artist that turned out to be an asshole. And it was, like, never finished. Whatever. I only ever played that one. And I definitely wouldn't be able to stream that one. Yeah, that one. Horny. You mean trumpety tax. Thank you for the $3, Milkstick. Not Morinatsu? Isn't Morinatsu, like, not safe for work? Or am I thinking of another game? What's the weirdest piece of Sonic lore you know? Oh, buddy. That's gonna depend. Jeez, because there's a lot here. Because the thing, especially, like, expanded in, like, American, and, like, like, English, like, Sonic lore, early American, early English Sonic lore, it gets frickin' wild. I guess, just immediately my first thought is that in the, this is the one that's a little bit easier to kind of, because I think more people know this one, is in the Fleetway comics, when they needed to change over Dr. Robotnik's design to the Adventures design for some reason. They had him do it by turning into a giant rotten egg for a bit and metamorphosized. Like he underwent a metamorphosis and turned into Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Robotnik. I wasn't sure if this was the creator as a Chud game we're talking about. Oh, no, it's another game. I never played that one. No, I mean, well, okay, D, I mean, that would be up to interpretation. If I thought MS Paint was the worst one I ever used, then I would say MS Paint. I don't think MS Paint is the worst one I've ever used. That honor goes to GIMP. GIMP is a barely functional mess that every time I've gotten it has damaged my computer in one way or another. But I didn't realize it was doing that when I was a spry young lad. It is an absolute garbage program that's basically just crappy Photoshop. It crashes even more, it can do less, and the only benefit of owning it is in case you ever wanted a bell pepper a brush, which you can make on other programs anyway. So, yeah, don't waste your time with it. It is absolute garbage. What? Why egg? That's a great question, because it's not like he's called Eggman. It's not like he's called Eggman in the Fleetway comics, so I don't understand. And he makes all sorts of, like, egg puns and whatnot. There's also a bunch of, like, really early, like, American Sonic Bible, like, pitch Bible stuff that I could get into, but I don't remember all the deets of that one. But let's just say it gets weird, because it, like, involves Sonic's family and things like that, and it being an orphan, and it gets oddly dark. And there's all sorts of crazy stuff like that, you know? The British origin of Sonic is... You know what's actually funny about the British origin of story of Sonic D? That's one of the original pitch... Or not the DC Abides, rather. That's one of the original pitches, one of the original American pitches for how Sonic got his powers. It's actually very similar to one of the earliest interpretations of why Sonic is super fast. Or at the very least, why he's blue. I don't remember if it explains his speed or if it explains why he's blue. I know that there is one version that says he turned blue because he went super fast, which I think might actually be the Fleetway book. I don't know. I haven't read a ton of the Fleetway stuff, just a bit, and I got some of the stuff filled in and whatnot, so... We don't have Fleetway here, and as far as I know, it's never been reprinted, so... If you want to look for it, you have to find it, like, scanned. And Fleetway is wild. If you guys thought that the Archie Sonic comics were uneven, literally from one issue of Fleetway to the next, you could have one of the best Sonic stories you will ever read to one of the worst. There's just, like, no in-between. The theme of the barrel. Yes. My turn. Twin tells me about a Nicky the Hedgehog or something. That was apparently from Japan. Okay, so that was a origin exclusive to a series of really old, like really early Sonic manga that explained that Sonic had a secret identity as Nicky, and that he would turn into Sonic. And by that I mean, like, he would move so fast he would age up, or he would switch places with his future self, who was Sonic. I don't know. I've never read these manga because I don't know. I've just never gotten around to it, so I couldn't exactly tell you all the deets. But it gets weird. The only real thing I know is that Sonic has a sister in that, and I am 100% convinced that she was the inspiration for Sonia from Sonic Underground. Also, oh, another really weird piece of Sonic trivia. Actually, Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, only exists because children who were fans of the series wrote Yuji Naka about wanting there to be a Sonic game where Sonic uses guns. That's not really trivia to the series, it's more trivia to the production, but I think that that's so funny to me. That everyone's all like, man, no one ever asked for Sonic with guns, and it literally only exists because people asked for Sonic with guns. Not that that was a good ask, and I'm not trying to excuse it, I just think that that's so funny. Because doesn't that just describe the Sonic fandom in a nutshell? We didn't ask for this, asked for exactly this. My twin likes Nicky, thinks he's cute. I think it's a cute idea. I wouldn't want them to implement it into the games. I think it's a fun little kind of alt-universe kind of idea, kind of like a Mega Man powered up kind of thing. Or not powered up, whatever the name of that stupid TV show was. The manga is also, like, that manga is also very comically charged. So it doesn't really fit in. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of the new games are comically charged well, but it's like, it's a different kind of comical. It's more like a slapstick kind of comedy, whereas like more modern Sonic is a little bit more wordy and a little bit more wordplay-ish and sarcastic and things like that, you know? It wasn't, yeah, it was technically American in origin, but they did use it in the Fleetway British comics. On the subject of Shadow the Hedgehog, who'd be down for Silver the Hedgehog game? I would, provided that they get like a really good studio to work on it, like Platinum. In fact, I'd be down for like going back to Shadow, a Team Dark game made by Platinum. But I'd be down for that, because I like Silver, and I'm glad that the fandom has warmed up to him. Because back in the day, people used to hate Silver. Like, they would say he's like one of the most annoying characters in the entire Sonic canon. I'm just like, not really. Even in the context of 06, it's just, the most annoying thing about him is the boss fights. As a character, he's fine. I mean, he's no more stupid than anyone else in that game. So, I mean, I thought his powers were cool. I like his weird, like, cockatiel design. And I like his friendship with Blaze, even though it directly ignores continuity. As for gameplay, basically just do what they tried to do with 06, but make it not suck. I like Silver, but I don't know if I would like him to have his own game. I feel like it would be worth a shot. But with that said, I don't think I'd want Sega handling it, because I don't think they would, I don't trust them. I'm sorry. I'd want, like, Platinum or someone to do it. Actually, the fact that we haven't gotten a Platinum Sonic the Hedgehog game continues to bewilder me. We've gotten a goddamn Platinum Star Fox game. Alright folks, feel free to ask more questions, whether they be Sonic related or not. I'd be very happy to answer them. Just remember, this is a PG-13 AMA, and yeah, nothing real else to say beyond that. Apparently nothing really else to say beyond that is my catchphrase. That's exciting. Since 06 both is and isn't canon, they can really do anything in the term of this. In terms of the state of his time. Well, no, okay. We know that he's still from the future, and we know that at least according to Sonic Forces, it was in some kind of crisis. Or rather, no. Not according to Sonic Forces, according to a Sonic Forces prequel comic, which is written better than anything in the actual game. And is corroborated by the IDW comics, which I think Sega said is its own separate continuity, but shut up, no, it's not. Is that Silver's timeline basically still ends up somehow in chaos, but then after the Zombot ordeal is dealt with, I think he goes back and everything's back to normal. So basically, Silver's still a time traveler who deals with catastrophes and things like that because he's actually Ray Palmer or something. No. Yeah, no, I noticed that too, D. I'm actually going back to fix it. Not D, I'm sorry, Kaze, I'm actually going back to fix the bracelets. Because they're not there. Oh yeah, also, if you haven't already for some reason, follow my Twitter. And don't forget, you can tip me via my Streamlabs or my coffee. Oh, no, what the hell? Okay, thanks, keyboard. There we go. You can tip me via my Streamlabs, or you can tip me via my coffee. As you can see, it's right there at the bottom. Oh, you want to know another weird piece of Sonic trivia? In Japan, in order to promote Sonic Forces, because unlike here in America, they actually tried to promote that game for some reason. Yeah, even though it was clearly directed at a more American audience, whatever. Well, I say that, but there's a lot of that doofy kind of anime styling to it. It's just, it feels more like a how to draw anime version of... Anyway, is that in Japan, to promote the game... They collaborated with Hooters. So you would see, like, Sonic Forces, like, adverts and whatnot in Hooters. You've probably seen the images floating around on Twitter. Those aren't fake. Those are real. To be fair, technically speaking, like, Hooters is technically a family restaurant, but let's be honest, no, it's not. So that's a very, very weird decision on Sega's part, but it's not the first time they've done, like, weird eclectic marketing like that. Pizza or burger? Pizza. I like burger, but pizza. It's always been like my favorite food. Actually, I could go for one right now. Nah, I'm trying to watch my weight. Or rather, not so much watch my weight, I'm trying to watch my fat distribution, if that makes any sense. Pizza good. It is, yes. You get along with my character, he likes pizza, but is a super shy boy. Aww. Shy friend. Alright folks, just a gentle reminder that this is an AMA as well as a commission stream, so if you have anything you wanted to ask me, feel free. Believe it or not, it doesn't have to be Sonic related. I mean, I don't mind talking about Sonic, but like, if you had another question that isn't Sonic related, don't worry. You can ask. What's the square root of 9409? I have no idea. I suffer from dyscalculia, so numbers are confusing and do me a brain hurty. Think dyslexia, but with no. God damn it. Think dyslexia, but with numbers. What was your favorite TV show growing up? Ooh, probably SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, for God's sake. I wouldn't get into some of, like, the other, like, cartoons I really would, like, be into now until a little bit, like, later, like, when I was an adult. Like, or like, a teenager. Like, I didn't really get into Batman. I mean, I watched Batman the Animated Series as a kid, but I didn't really get into it until I was already, like, a teenager, and why on earth aren't the selections working, right? Jeez. That was launch day soon, wasn't it? Yeah. Is it 69? I have absolutely no idea. But, also, nice. But yeah, my favorite TV show growing up was probably SpongeBob SquarePants. As I got older, it sort of became Batman the Animated Series. I also, in my teen years, I really got, and I still am, but I've really gotten into Doctor Who because of Abyss. And I still am, but more so the expanded universe material. I haven't really been keeping up with the show as much because it just hasn't been as good, unfortunately. I tried giving it a shot, I really did, but then they made the Cartmel master plan canon, which is something that should probably have stayed in the expanded universe as a what if, and now it's like, yeah, alright, okay. I mean, I'll probably check out more of the new season when it comes out, but like, 97, so close. That's not as funny! But yeah, numbers do me a brain hurty. Sorry. How long have you been with your boyfriends? Oh, jeez. It's been about 6 or 7 years with Abyss, I think, and it's been about 2 years with Blitzio. Like a year or two. It is if you know the joke about 97. Well, I know that's 7, 8, 9. But yeah, so largely different time frames. I've known both of them for quite a while before I got into a relationship with either of them. Abyss was like my best friend throughout like all of high school, and he's basically still my best friend now. But I mean, it'd be a bit concerning if he wasn't, but... Seven's a registered 6 offender. Oh, ayo there. I don't know. Are we allowed to make that joke now? I say now, but... Is that in poor taste? Because it's a number pun. Because, like, it's just a number pun, but is that in poor taste? Ooh, I don't know. Oh, you know what? I forgot his paw pads. Hang on. I like how it's all like, well, gee, I wonder if Michael Jackson helped with the music in this game. There's literal Michael Jackson woos. I know that he wanted his name taken off because he didn't like the actual sound quality, which if you like listen to like the voice tracks and whatnot and some of the other things, as good as the music of Sonic 3 and Knuckles is, the actual, we talked about this before, and I didn't really hear it until I gave the soundtrack another good listen to. If you actually listen to it, the actual sound samples are quite big for us in comparison. Best boss theme? I prefer the Sonic and Knuckles. You know, I prefer that. Yeah, the credits theme is literally a Stranger in Moscow sped off. And it sounds really damn good too, which I just think that that's so funny. Beans. Yes. There we go. This is the one I like. This, yeah, so technically it was from Sonic 3 first, but I always think of Sonic and Knuckles when I hear it. Would I become a vampire or a werewolf? Oh, that depends. What mythos? Because I can see advantages to both, frankly. I think for the furry in me, probably a werewolf, but for like the gothy aesthetic, I think a vampire. Not that werewolves don't have a gothy aesthetic, but I think they're more like feral and destructive, you know? Well, let me know, guys, a pretty poor sample quality, but even back in the day, this game was called Mega Turk and had super nice drums. Yes, that's the thing about the Genesis. We've had this discussion before, but, like, I always love it when Genesis games pull, like, a hat trick. And, like, because people kind of underestimate the Genesis's sound capabilities, because a lot of the sound samples are lower quality, and technically the Super Nintendo, I think, had more sound channels. Because Sony had like because of the chip that Sony used had for it, the Sony chip that Nintendo put in the Super Nintendo or had developed for the Super Nintendo was like super advanced for the time or something, and the Genesis, whatever, Mega Drive / Genesis was more primitive, but it still sounded really good. I still think it sounded really good. I mean, it would depend on the game, because when a Genesis soundtrack is bad, whew, it's bad, but when it's good, it's damn good. Let's say Sims Mythos. I guess Vampire then? I don't know, honestly. Because I never really played around with werewolves in The Sims, honestly. Maybe it's better than being a vampire? I don't know. Is an option to be a vamp wolf? That's a 8, the Mega Drive is 2 chips, so 6 the other 4. Okay. I'm reminded of this video of a kid dancing to this theme I saw long ago. I think I might know the video you're talking about, at least vaguely. But yeah, I guess vampire, but again, if vamp wolf is an option, I'll take that instead. Alright, folks, just a reminder, this is an AMA, so you can ask me anything if you want. As long as it's within, like, reason, but I think that goes without saying. I found it! Reminds me of how I used to dance in my room long ago. I didn't really dance a lot, but I sang a lot to myself. I think of Vamp Wolf as just being a goth furry stereotype one. I was one, not so much anymore. I mean, sure, I still wear dark colors, but honestly, more blue than anything. I say as my avatar on screen right now is wearing a gray shirt. I don't know, I feel like I don't really do the gothy thing as much anymore. Not that I don't appreciate it, it's just, it's an expensive thing, and my tastes have changed, and you know. Why fen? Oh, what's the weather like outside your window right now? Well, I'm in a basement with no windows, but I will say it's snowy and cold. Why fen? Because fennecs are my favorite animal. To be fair, that's a sort of more as in a couple of years ago development, because more so foxes in general were my favorite animal. And they still are, but when I had my original Sona, he was originally just a red fox, but then I really liked silver foxes, so I made him silver. And then I sort of changed him up, and he almost kind of looked more like a marble fox the more I think about it, but, you know, whatever. He was meant to look more like a domestic silver fox with a white muzzle and a gray fur. But then it's like, I just realized I had a connection with these little screamy boys, and fennecs are just so cute and just so good and so quality. So foxes are my all-time favorite animal. My absolute favorite are fennecs, and that's why I chose a fennec. I mean, I am a fennec in real life. What are you talking about, D? Kiss, marry, kill, Mario, Bowser, or Waluigi? Ooh, that's actually tough, because I don't find any of these characters particularly marryable, or killable, or kissable. Okay, kill Mario because you'll come back because you'll have another life. Kiss Waluigi for the sake of the meme. Marry Bowser because of, he probably has lots of money. There. That is my response. You heard it here first, folks. Dragons are good, yes. Alright, so I think this fella's done. What? I think something's happening next door. Are you guys dying over there? What happened? What? Bowser's like mid-tier husband material. Yes! But I wouldn't want to marry him. You heard it here first, folks. Abyss wants to marry Waluigi. Especially fluff dragons. Yes, fluff dragons are good. What? Well, like I say, that Mario... I don't know if you guys can even hear this, but Mario I said kill because you could just bring him back, right? Like, or he'll just come back. He has multiple lives. Waluigi was kissed for the sake of the meme, and because I wouldn't want to marry him. Because then you'd have to live with Wario. Right? And I said marry Bowser because he's got gold coins. Just so... I don't even know if you guys can hear them. Anyway, do you have any strong opinions on mermaids? Not particularly. Mermaids are cool. So, Akaze, how do you feel about this emote, like the sticker? Does it look good? Would I be able to potentially send it to you after the stream is done? Oh, you know what? I forgot to write hey. Yes, okay, cool. I'm just gonna write down hey, alright? Hey! Mine's a little bit too big. Let's, But yeah, anyway, according to Abyss, I'm a gold digger, so, you know. I'm surprised none of y'all had any responses to any of that ridiculous conversation. That seems exactly like right up your guys' alley. Very cute, yes. Saturn has fallen into the river at Lego City. A man falls for a man in Lego City. You know, I might just type it out because I'm not liking how this is looking. This is gonna sound so immature, but one of my favorites of those is just, a man farted in the river in Lego City. Hey! A man in Lego City, a Lego City, a leg, the legend of Zegend. The Lelda of Zelda. I sense the supersonic music in this and Sonic 2 sounded so angry. No wonder Fleetway Supersonic is evil. Breath of the Leaf. But what about Squidward's sword, guys? The Lelda of Zelda, most annoying invincibility music. There's probably more annoying in another game, I just can't think of it right now. I completely forgot there was more to this song. Alright, so I think that's it. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna add a little bit of weight here. Let me just, But yeah, anyway, just a general reminder that this is an AMA, folks, so if you wanted to ask me anything, feel free to do it now. Just keep in mind that we're trying to keep it PG-13. At least. Or at most, rather. Alright, so I will send that Kaze's way after the stream is done. Let's find another thing to work on. Here, since we're talking about Sonic so much, this is a commission I got from someone who commissions me quite frequently. And their commission was that they wanted Sonic and Mina hanging out in his bedroom. So, you know, sure. Alright, cool. I'm gonna probably try and see how much of the environment I can finish up today, and then, I don't know, we might call that quits after that. The Mario portrait, no less. Yes, and Rystar! Would you get hugged by a big dragon? Pfft, who wouldn't? Like... Only an absolute fool would pass up that opportunity. Hey, Shirley, how you doing? I don't even know what kind of plant this is. I just kind of did whatever. Something vaguely Sonic-y looking. I think I just did a bunch of scribbles when I made the base sketch, but I want to actually like see if I can make something that looks a little bit more. Looks kind of sharp. I want hugs now. Don't we all? Well, okay, maybe Abyss doesn't. He's not much of a hugger, but you know. So I have no idea what this plant is, but, like, you know what? Whatever. Those green and red plants from Blizzard Island. You know what? Sure. Why not? Oh, this is, I think, Carnival Nights, yeah, Balloon Park. This is the Carnival Night multiplayer version. Oh, I love this song. I love the remix in Generations, too. Best Mario enemy? Hammer Brothers. Specifically in the original Super Mario Brothers. Those guys are assholes. Correct! I'm also quite fond of Dry Bones, but I think anyone who knows me should know why that is. Lost Levels Hammer Brothers. Oh yeah, you know, you're right. Yeah, no, Lost Levels Hammer Brothers are the best because they actually approach you. They come towards you. He's just standing there, menacingly. Bonus points to the ones in Mario Odyssey for having those sick ass haircuts. That's how you jump over, then it's business as usual. Yeah, but good luck jumping over. It's goddamn Mario. It's frickin' it's original Mario too. You don't know what? There's probably like 100-kilometer winds blowing poison mushrooms at you as you have to jump teeny tiny little platforms, while on the other side the Hammer Brothers is gonna slowly start approaching you. And I hate Lost Levels. Can I just say Chrome Gadget is way too cool a name to be used in just the multiplayer mode? Indeed. It is too cool just for the multiplayer. It's a shame, but you know. All the multiplayer levels are alphabetical. Yes, they are. I think it's Sonic R. All the stages start with the letter R. I think. Hang on, I think that's what it is. It's either they all start with R or they all have R in them. Let me see. Yeah, Resort Island, Radical City, Regal Ruin, Reactive Factory, and Radiant Emerald. Yep. Because it's Sonic R! Are you ready, kids? Sponge Boy me Bob! I'm trying to play Sonic R, but I'm stuck in a mid-2000s creepypasta, and the Tails doll is haunting me! Arg, arg, arg! They look as far as E. Wait, Azure Lake, Balloon Park, Chrome Gadget, Dead of the Endless Mine? By the Hammer of Bro! Can I just say this music doesn't fit Desert Palace, like, at all? My favorite moment from these streams, still to this day, to this point, it's still when I got when I became an affiliate. It's still when we were streaming SpongeBob, and it's when I got affiliate. That is still my favorite part from the stream, when I cried like a baby. That, or when I was playing Minecraft and Blitzio started like tickling me and being annoying, and I went like, "No, it's a creeper!" That was fun. You think I'd ever play Sonic World Blast 2 on stream? Absolutely, but I would play it with the 3D models, and not the 3D mod, like just the regular ass 3D models. No, no, no. My friend Logan made some low poly character models. I think someone's in the shower for Sonic World Blast 2, specifically for Sonic and Tails and Eggman, and they're really cool. And I would play it with them so I could help plug his work because they're really excellent. Hey, Impish Bard, how are you doing? Tire AF, but I'm going. Oh, by the way, you got a really... I don't know how it looks on your end, but, like, you got a really goddamn cool color for your name, Impish Bard. It's like... I don't even know what I would call that. Like, I'm sure it's, like... I'm sure it'd be, like, something obvious, but it looks really goddamn cool. It's this kind of, like, off magenta red. It's my go-to color. I also really like Chrome Gadget. Wait, this is everyone's favorite? Really? I prefer Chrome Gadget or even Balloon Park. I adore Balloon Park. I can over here Cityscape when I hear the song. No, thanks, Generations. But yeah, Impish, it looks really goddamn cool. So what brought you into our streams, friend? And also, are you who I think you are? Because Impish Bard. I wonder, Numo. I wonder. It's great. Yeah. Trying to pump yourself up to draw, Gray? It's fair. Hey, Shawnee, how we doing? What's the weirdest piece of safe for work art I've ever had to draw? Ooh, I think I've answered this question before, and it was less, it was actually, it was less a specific piece of art, and it was more, actually, I'm gonna make those red. It was less a specific piece of art, and it was more just theming of some of the stuff in general. You see, the person that commissioned this Sonic piece right here is, the same person who commissions me to do pieces involving the character Leo from Peachy Cats. And, the character of Kale from Furthia High. And this guy is super nice, and he's very supportive, but a lot of the pictures he wants done are very oddly specific. And it's less the content themselves, it's more like the, I guess, figuring out how to put it to screen is kind of weird. Just for the most part, I get pretty standard with commissions nowadays. Especially, like, safe for work stuff. I actually don't really get commissioned for not safe for work stuff. Which I'm perfectly fine with, because, you know, I'll leave that to other people whose art it looks a little bit better suited for that sort of thing, you know? I've tried it, no one cared. It wasn't really working for me. I wouldn't mind that Impish. I wouldn't mind that Gray. No way, no way, no way, no way. Unless I actually have to save for a commission I can stream on here. Hey, that's good. Everyone looks normal compared to Wonder Bread guy. Exactly. And hey, weird doesn't necessarily mean bad. Because a lot of the commissions I have done for him, while he doesn't really post them online anywhere, I think it's a privacy thing, I don't know. But a lot of them are fun to draw, so I'm not complaining. Weird doesn't necessarily mean bad. Can I just say the remix of this in Sonic Generations 3DS is one of the best pieces of music in the entire series. I mean, this is already one of the best pieces of music in the entire series. But once this stream is done, look up Big Arms since for Sonic Generations. And it is, oh my god. It is, oh, it's so good. Besides, I don't think I have much room to talk given what I have to commission. Okay, DC, the thing is that most of the stuff you commission, I wouldn't even necessarily say is NSFW. It's usually just, oh, well, that character's in their underpants. Uh-oh, do you think I'm gonna get DMCA'd for this? Do you think I'm gonna get DMCA'd for Stranger of Moscow? I'm gonna push it. We're gonna see what happens. Here we go! Maybe keep you up on my phone while I stream. What's my favorite piece I've been commissioned to draw? I don't know, because there's been so... I don't think I have a favorite, honestly. Because a lot of it really does just come down to what I'm feeling at the time. And just kind of like small general things, you know? I'm so boring compared to listening to you. I'm always passing out. Oh, I'm sure you'd be fine to listen to a stream, my dude. Some people like something that's more soothing and more relaxing. I have to think of a color palette for this room. I'm thinking of kind of like tanned walls with some like kind of like if you look at some of the comics, that's kind of how his rooms are done. Mostly because it's in like not well, yeah, it would be not whole, technically speaking. But then make it look a little bit more modern, you know. I've envisioned a lot of particular things. But yeah, I'm sorry if that's not a particularly satisfactory answer, but I don't really think I have a favorite commission I've been asked to do before, because there's been a few, and my opinion on them can change very quickly. Excuse me. Maybe I'll do should actually be able to search. Yeah, Twitch is kind of protect. If you are gonna do NSFW like art streams and whatnot, I'd recommend using something like what's it called, Pictoro or something. No, maybe it's Pictoro. I don't remember. I actually was considering streaming on there a long time ago, but I just decided not to. I didn't think I'd have to. Yeah, Picarto. Thank you. I actually considered streaming on there a long time ago. I just never got around to it. I didn't think that my computer would be able to handle it, you know? And I was right, my old computer certainly would not have been able to handle it. It is, I mean, it's no cakewalk to get an audience anywhere, honestly, is I think a big thing. Like, we've basically been like peaking here at about like 10 viewers or so, and we don't get a lot of new people coming in. Not that that's a problem, because I mean, like, I do enjoy the company of you guys. And I want to be, like, while I do want to focus on trying to expand the channel, I don't want to get caught up in numbers anymore, because I feel like that's something that I did a lot. I did a lot since I've started, and unless I play Among Us. Even if I were to play Among Us, I don't know how many I'd get, because I think at this point we've kind of cultivated, like, a niche. My most watched streams are my art ones, honestly. I think my least watched ones, I honestly don't know. Like, it might be Fallout, but I don't want to stop Fallout because I enjoy doing the Fallout ones, even though the games are glitchy and I get mad at them. The Sonic Adventure 2 one started doing well, but the views kind of teetered out after the story was done, which I'm not surprised by. I think most people just wanted to see the story and that was it, you know? I can't blame them for that. That's like, just blazing through the game is the best part. When you actually have to 100% it, it kind of becomes a different beast altogether. I still love the game, don't get me wrong. It's still like my favorite game, but like, you know. Actually, while we're on that, I do have a sort of, I guess, correction to make, or rather, sort of something to amend what I said last time. I was sort of, going on about, like, Sonic as a whole and how it is consumed as media, and I feel like I was kind of, unfair to a lot of valid criticism. Which is something that this fandom does a lot, unfortunately. To be fair, we had to deal with the Sonic the Hedgehog franchises that its ups and downs in recent years for like well over a decade, back when it was still like in vogue to make fun of Sonic, but like, you know. Honestly, it's a mix of fear and also having very little free time since the first doing things that I can't say no, so I'd be constantly interrupted, not to mention no. That's fair. I'm noticing a recurring trend with friends of mine who watch my streams. That is to say, have to live with parents because of extraneous circumstances. Parents are jerks about it. But I'm not here to give you life advice about that sort of thing because it's not my place, so. I just decided to stream like whatever I do. I'd love to stream though. Ah ha ha ha! I decided to stream whatever I feel like doing that day. You do you, man. I think that's the best thing you can do, honestly. I sort of have a kind of like schedule, and that's a good thing and a bad thing because it means that there is a sort of sense of normalcy and people know what to expect. On the other hand, I worry that we haven't had a lot of fresh new content, which might be pushing some people off. With that said, again, I'm not as worried about raw numbers as much as I am just people finding out that the channel exists, you know? Because honestly, if I've learned anything, raw numbers are kind of pointless to worry about because they're as inconsistent as you could possibly get. Even popular streamers I've seen go anywhere from like hundreds of viewers to like maybe double digits in the same stream, and it's like, it's all about that general reach, you know. I'm trying to get a schedule, but my ADHD hates the idea. For me, it's just I start at 7:30. On Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I might be adding another day to that, we'll see. And I just do whatever I have that day. On Tuesdays, I basically always do art. On Saturdays, I alternate between The Sims and Fallout 4. And on Sundays, I do Sonic Adventure 2. My parents want me to make money, but they don't know what they are actually but they don't know that they are actually preventing me from doing so. Which, yeah. Again, I don't have a lot of advice for that. I wish I did, but I don't really. Sorry. Otherwise, I would try and help, but I really don't know how to help in that regard. I would recommend talking to them, but I don't know. I don't know how receptive they would be, so it's like, I don't want to. Oh, speaking of Sonic Zones that I love, a flying battery. I think I said enough. Okay. Like, do you mean in the stream? Because if not, don't worry about it. It's more just I don't really have anything I can do to help. At least without getting overly personal and overly snoopy and like nosy, you know. And even then, I don't think I'd be able to. I don't think I'd be able to help much. But if you want to like, it's not like you're saying anything like super like serious or anything. All right. Anyway, just a reminder, folks. This is a AMA stream, so if you have any questions, oh no, there we go. If you have any questions you want to ask, I'd be more than happy. I might change the light on this. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Just try and keep it not too terribly personal, but beyond that, go ahead, yo. Got a question about a game, got a question about art, got a question about why I do what I do, got a question about my favorite thing, got a philosophical question, I guess. I don't know. If it's within my ability to answer it and it's not too personal, I'd be more than happy to answer. So far, y'all have had some really great questions, and I love getting questions like this. Actually, what I might want to do is I might want to do like a Twitter AMA and then make a video out of it, because I did that a while ago, and people seem to like that, so I might do another one. Can I just say that Team Sonic Racing uses, I think it's Boo's House, uses this as its base, like the base theme for it, and it sounds so good. A lot of artists have a certain pattern they love to draw for zoning out. Do you have one? Not really. When I want to just zone out, I just draw whatever the hell I feel like. It doesn't happen that often because I am a busy artist boy, but sometimes, you know, when I get free time, when I feel like I've been working too much and I need to just zone out, I'll just kind of draw whatever. It's usually fan art or art of my OCs. That's an interesting question, though, because I know exactly what you're talking about. I know artists who do that, or did that, not so much anymore, but they definitely did that a lot in high school. Where when they would just need to focus, or even just need to get away from focusing, they would just, like, I don't know, doodle eyes or something. I got into circles personally. Do enough of them quick, you can make chainmail armor. It can be a little bit trickier than you'd think with perspective and whatnot. Because I had to do chainmail for a school assignment, and yeah, it got a lot deeper than that real quick. Sing something funny. Alright. Let me think. I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my ass and I slap my nuts. There you go. There's probably like a full version of that. I've never heard it. Okay, I think I found a setup here I can listen to you and stream without broadcasting your audio. Alright, well, best of luck. And just a gentle reminder to anyone watching, you can subscribe, and by doing so, you help support the stream, and you get access to some adorable emotes. Different tiers will get you access to certain different emotes, like the erg is 1, the under 2, etc., etc. I'll be popping in and out and typing when not dying from lagging. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Kaze. That's a great example of how you can use the emotes. Thank you, Corgi. That's another great example, especially since I could use the subscribers, because that also helps raise me in the algorithm and gives me money. And if you can't contribute that, then feel free to ask a question. Or if you can contribute that, feel free to ask a question. Frankly, even if you can't contribute anything else, feel free to ask a question if you want. Oh, God damn it. Why is it? No, don't do that part too. Urgh. Selection tool's been really finicky lately. Got all these fun emotes, including the tentacle. God damn it, Milkstick. But yeah, feel free to ask a question. This is an AMA stream after all, and because of that, I didn't think of anything interesting to talk about. But that said, I'm having a ton of fun regardless. Ah yes, Lava Reef Act 2. Lava Reef Act 2. Big quotes. Here's the thing. I don't think I can have more slots until I'm a partner. If I have ideas, yeah, actually, I have a few. I want to do. Like, I said I want to do a dabbing emote, like, forever ago, and I never got around to it, so I would love to have a dabbing emote. A Pog emote would be funny, because we're all just, at this point, we've all just stopped caring about the actual PogChamp guy, and we're just like, you know, let's do it anyway, it's fun. I think the closest thing I have to a Pog emote is the face, or the underpants pose, I suppose. But yeah, I think I'm not going to be able to do any more until I get to partner. So let's get me up to partner, folks. The only thing I really need now are the extra views. I got to get around like 70-something views on average. So share the streams around. Let your friends know about them. Yeah. If by some goddamn miracle I could ever make partner, I would be so happy. That's kind of like the next major goal, but like, you know, that's, if it does happen, that won't be for a long time. But I'm confident we can make it eventually. I might start doing like follower goals and things like that. Like if we reach a certain amount of followers, I'll play this game, or I'll play that game, or, you know. Maybe I'll... Oh, I just thought of something kind of evil. Maybe I'll make the, the Zelda CDI remasters a follower goal. I don't know, it feels kind of mean, because I already said I was going to do it at some point, so maybe I'll do something else. I don't know if there's anything else y'all ever wanted me to stream, but if you ever had any ideas, let me know. Anything, like, I don't know, maybe I'll say, I'll play more Minecraft or something. I don't know. I might take suggestions, and then we'll work from there. Everything's getting quiet, folks. Let's ask some more questions. If you've got any, feel free to throw them my way. This is an AMA stream, so if you ever had anything you wanted to ask, feel free to ask it now. Just keep it PG-13. I just figured there's like at least one person watching right as I said that. They were ready to start typing, and then that's like, just keep it PG-13. They just... Damn, I want to play Rystar. Oh, me too. Rystar's so good. Oh, okay, I was very confused. I thought the OST ended for a second. It's taking a while to load. Uh-oh, that's not good. It's taking a while to load. Oh no! That's a bad sign. There we go. How's your day? My day's been pretty alright. Dude, I spent a lot of, like, here's the thing. I went to bed, like, really late, and by that I mean really early today. But before that, I got a bunch of work done on, like, commissions. I got 2 commissions done, and I got some more assets made for the next Foxtails video, because we're now in the asset-making phase. I want to get the voice acting done for as soon as possible. And then I can focus on making more assets. But I also have to focus on making new videos. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a speed paint. Like, I'm going to be filming for a speed paint, because those are quick and easy and messy to get out. And I could just kind of slap that together. Also, Clip Studio Paint, I think, has a speed paint feature, so I want to experiment with that and see if that makes my life easier. Because if it does, then I could just plop that into my video editor. Then I could make these even easier now. I could even make them more frequently if y'all wanted. I don't know how you guys feel about the speed paints. I by my own admission, they're mostly just filler. I don't think they do a particularly great job of showing off my art, and they haven't really attracted anyone new. And at this point, it's mostly just content for you guys. I enjoy doing them. It's not that I don't like doing it, because I'm drawing. Like, I love drawing, but it's not the hardest thing for me. You passed on the couch before I went to bed, Corgi. Hey, Jesse. Oh my god, Jesse. Jesse, where have you been? How you doing, Jesse? I've been actually wondering where you've been. Back from the day. I've been wondering, where the hell did you go? I've been worried. Everyone, this is Jessie. She, in case you don't remember, she was around quite frequently during the early streams. I believe you, were you around for the I knew you were around for the SpongeBob streams. Were you around for when I made, affiliate? I think you were. But yeah, no, she was around for quite a while and coined the term Daddy Trump. Yeah, that was a thing that happened. we were making fun of Donald Trump on a stream, and then that happened. I might not talk about politics much on this channel, but if there's one thing that never goes out of style, regardless of political alignment, it's making fun of Donald Trump. So you don't think? Okay, so you don't think you're around for that specific stream, but you were there for Daddy Trump. I like how back, if you rewatch the streams where that gets brought up, I was like, so like, I don't know, should we joke about that? And I'm like, yeah, no, screw it, let's make fun of Donald Trump, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Let's make fun of Donald Trump. Poor Daddy Trump. He went to go out and buy some milk and he never came back. Speaking of which, it's almost crab rave time. Orange Man is gone. Yes, you were. You were the one. You also made an account for it. Don't think I forgot about that. You made an account for that. So if it's not too much to ask, where did you go? It's like you were gone for a while. And I was kind of worried. I was like, for a while, it was just, am I just missing her streams? And it's like, no, you haven't streamed in a while. I hope everything's okay. I never wanted to ask because I didn't want to intrude because anxiety. Was that not you? Oh, you know what? Yeah, it was T-Chap. Wasn't it? Yeah. My mistake. I still blame you for it. Okay, that's fair. I mean, I understand. I mean, it's hard. I hope you give it another shot someday, but if you don't really feel up to it, that's alright. But now you're an admin for a GTA RP server. Oh, well, that's something. That's cool. I'm not really sure how that would work, but, like, I also do not participate in GTA RP, so I don't know. With that said, I hope that's keeping you busy, and I hope that's a lot of fun. I used to roleplay all the time, like... I don't really anymore. Like, maybe I share, like, cutesy messages with some friends or whatnot, but, like, I don't really RP much anymore. A lot of it's just due to time. It's just, I used to have all the time in the world where I could just sit my butt down and look at Telegram or DeviantArt or whatever and just refresh and refresh and refresh. And just send messages. I just don't really have the time anymore. It's so weird to say that because, like, if you had asked me a few years ago, I'd be like, no, I would always make the time for roleplay, but now it's like... You know, I just don't have the time. To keep me busy, just make sure people don't kill randomly and modders and such. You should join us, it's fun. You can be one of my employees for the strip club. I appreciate the sentiment. My stripper name will be Daddy Trump. Oh no, what have I done? I just realized this makes it, with the coloration and whatnot on the logo, it looks like Pokemon. It kind of looks like the Pokemon logo. Of course, Rystar was before Pokemon. Let me get rid of the sketch for a second. I'm house mother. I'd be a great stripper. Okay. Anyway. Don't make Kaze get the don't make Kaze get the newspaper. Change your mind about playing. All you need is GTA and the free extension called 5M for the servers. I will keep that in mind. Thank you very much. With that said, just as an aside, if you ever want to come and like hang out during a stream, I stream at Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Still, my time has changed. I'm now I now stream at 7:30 to basically whenever. It usually ends at around 9:30, but you know. So, you know, if you ever want to pop in again, feel free. I believe you're part of the Discord server, yeah? The city's called Ozark! Like, Ozark Mountains? I still keep that chat active. I'm glad! Armed and ready. Yeah, Kaze has the paper, I keep saying paper towel, the newspaper ready to go. With that said, folks, just a general reminder that this is an AMA, so if any of you have any questions you want to ask, as long as it's PG-13, feel free to ask, and I will be happy to answer to the best of my abilities. Oh yeah, no clue why it's called that. Well, I stopped to say hi now. I'm going to bed. Alright, well, see you later, Jesse. It was good hearing from you. Glad to know you're alright. Take it easy. Thanks for popping in. That was cool. It's always nice when people I haven't seen in a while pop in, like when Theo or Drohan or... actually, I don't think Flint's been in a while. Flint's been super busy. I think Flint's getting closer to partner, which if he makes partner, good for Flint. That'd be amazing. He deserves it. He works so hard. If you guys don't follow Flint already, Feathered Flint. Great stuff. Oh, the music ended. And we're gonna listen to next Sonic 3D Blast Plus 2 Saturn. Yeah, no, DC, go right ahead. If we'd rather, like, listen to something Genesis-y, if anyone has any suggestions, go right ahead. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask, even if you've already asked a question or a bunch of questions. I very much like answering your questions. Okay, with that said, what was it? Because if it's something I know, then, I'll keep it in mind for the future. Hell, even if it's something I don't know, I'll try and remember it. Gotta pop off, phone's dying. Okay, see you later, Impish Bard. Thanks for popping in. Animaniacs Genesis game OC. The game is a way better music than people get credit for. Never heard it. I regularly forget that there were even Animaniacs video games. You want to hear something interesting? This song right here, the first act of, I think, Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal kind of reminds me of this song. Just a little bit. Like, there's a that kind of reminds me of this track of Green Grove Act 1. Which, as much as I love Sonic Saturn's soundtrack, I think Green Grove is better on Genesis. This is still a good track, though. Both versions of Sonic CD have, like, immaculate soundtracks. Way better, not Sonic CD, Sonic 3D Blast have immaculate soundtracks. Although Sonic CD, both American and Japanese/European, have an immaculate soundtrack. I just remembered something else. I backed a Kickstarter game for a game of icebreaker questions. It just started the other day. I'm gonna go get it. Awesome! If you want to go ahead and do that, let's get the ball rolling. I wouldn't mind seeing if we can answer a few. Green Grove Genesis is a masterpiece. It's so good they brought it back in goddamn Sonic Adventure, and that game's soundtrack is untouchable. Like, funnily enough, other than Open Your Heart, I feel like Sonic Adventure's soundtrack is actually kind of underrated. Because when people talk about, like, amazing Sonic soundtracks, they usually go to Adventure 2. And as much, like the Genesis games at Adventure 2, and as much as I adore Adventure 2's soundtrack, Sonic Adventure 1 has it beat in almost every single way. Variety, style, just the general melodies, the instrumentation, it just sounds so much better. I love Adventure 2's soundtrack, don't get me wrong, it is legendary, but so is Adventure 1's, and I wish people would give this Adventure 1 soundtrack a little bit more credit. Because it is godlike. Like, it might be my favorite video game soundtrack of all time. At the very least, it's way up there with stuff like Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And even then, Super Smash Bros. Brawl is a bunch of covers, so it's like... And even then, like, not all covers. Some of them are, like, just straight up ripped from other games. So I have no idea what this Rystar poster's supposed to be, but I'm having fun. I don't get to try Rystar much. But while we're waiting for DC Abides to come back with those icebreaker questions, feel free to ask some questions yourself. Please. I didn't think of any interesting topics to talk about. No, I'm joking. But if you do want to ask some questions, feel free. This is an AMA, PG-13. So, you know, I love answering questions. I love getting to know you guys better. I like the idea of you guys getting to know me better. So let's bring in those lovely, lovely questions. It could be about anything, frankly, as long as it's not inappropriate or overly personal. And even if it is, I'll just let you know and not answer. Like, but most of the time, I'll answer your question. So if you have any, even if you've already asked a question or 2 or 10, I wouldn't mind answering your questions again, because I think we're on Act 2. No, we're still on Act 1. Jeez, these act songs are long. That's what CD quality audio does. I actually play some Sonic games. I've played mostly the older ones for so long. I beat Sonic Forces though. Of all the 3D games you beat, it was Forces. I mean, it's not the worst one, but it's also like one of the least interesting ones to play through. I could give you an entire list of recommendations. I can tell you which ones to play, which ones to avoid. I played a little bit too in Sonic Colors. That's one of the good ones! It's also a really damn good starter Sonic game. Like, if you're not that familiar with the games, Sonic Colors is an amazing game to start with, I think. The plot is simple and easy to follow, but still enjoyable and entertaining enough as to where it's not brain dead. The characterization, while far simpler than previously, gives you a good idea about the general kind of characters they are. They're entertaining and likable, and voice acting's good. Cutscenes are incredibly simple but enjoyable. The gameplay is a lot of fun and very easy to grasp with its simplified controls. And it looks gorgeous. Also, the music is stellar. One of the best Sonic soundtracks. Tommy Iwatani outdid him. Like, Tommy Iwatani 9 times out of 10 outdid himself. I mean, he's also the guy who did the Sonic Forces soundtrack, and Sonic Forces music is about as, you know, clearly had about as much effort put into it as the actual game. But other than that, Tommy Iwatani's, like, musical ability is, like, goddamn impressive. Like, it's about up there with, like, Jun Senoway. I really love Tommy Iwatani's Sonic music. I might be mispronouncing his name, but, you know. No, not to change topic all of a sudden, but speaking of backstories, I contributed to the Tai 2 remaster just before the stream started. Yes! I actually believe I contributed to it a while ago. And I think, yeah, and then Kaze picked me up the Tai games. I don't even remember what the specific circumstances was, but he just decided to. Or they decided to. And, apologies, Kaze. They just decided to. Yeah, it was a Christmas gift. Right. And, so I've got, Tai 1, 2, and 3 on there. I don't have the remasters. I think those are separate. So I wouldn't mind picking up the remasters anyway, mostly just to get them on Switch. Or are they the remasters and this is just for like a Switch launch? I actually don't know because I haven't been following it all that closely. Not for any particular reason, I just keep forgetting. Because I would love to have Tai 2 on the Switch. Semi-explainer questions now I look at it. That's fine. We're not really I mean, there's about, like, less than, like okay, I might go a little bit later, but, like, normally I end at about half an hour, so, I mean, we're not really breaking ice at this point. Out of Our Shells, a super casual game for getting to know each other better. Alright then, in which case, if you want to throw some questions, feel free to do that. If anyone else has any questions, that would also be awesome. Oh, I forgot to color this in. The room is a little bit brown. I might consider recoloring it, like maybe playing around with like different palettes and whatnot, but we'll see. I think for the time being, I'll leave it as is, and I'll let the person who commissioned it decide, I guess. God damn it! I should really just start coloring everything by hand. It's like it could theoretically take longer, but it's less annoying. You have 20K. You want to spend it on a 3-day vacation. Where do you go? What do you do? Would you take anyone with you? Assuming 20K will get me there, and assuming that there's no pandemic, I'm going to Disneyland, and I'm bringing Corgi, Abyss, and Blitzio. Maybe a few other people if I can scrounge up enough money to bring them with me. Maybe Kaze or something, I don't know. Maybe some of you nice folks. I don't know. Alternatively, I could just keep it. I could just keep the money. And then, like, I don't know, put it in my savings. Maybe invest it in Bitcoin. What do I do all that? Well, it's Disney, man. I'm going to Disneyland or World or whatever. I'm gonna ride the rides. I'm gonna see the attractions. I'm gonna go do Disney things. Maybe go around and see whichever of the city of whichever of the Disneylands we go to. And then yeah, that's about it. Not really too exciting, I freely admit, but I brought this up on stream before, or not even on stream, during the AMA video, which you can find on the YouTube. Hint, hint. I brought up that that I'm like a child at heart, and I would love to go and see Disneyland or Disney World or any of the given Disney parks at least once. I haven't had the opportunity yet. Disney! Fair enough. Let's see. Let's go. Next question. All right, sounds good. And if anyone else has any questions they want to throw in there, feel free to ask. Oh, I'm stupid. Yes, we are doing the drink around the world tour. Oh, got it. Oh, Rusty Ruins. Ah. Okay, so you know how earlier I said that Green Grove was better on Genesis? As much as I love Rusty Ruins on Genesis, Rusty Ruins on Sega Saturn is immaculate. Like, it's in my top 10 best Sonic music. Both Act 1 and Act 2. They're so good. I didn't line the plant right. Let's like, listen to how good this is. God damn. I adore this track. It's so goddamn good. Like, better than it probably has any right to be. thank you. I've been enjoying it too. I've been a bit on and off with it, and I'm sort of still trying to figure out how far I want to take it. Do I want to have all the individual color assets have their own, like, color thing? Do I want to just keep it more general? I'm still figuring that part out, but I think we'll get there along the way, and that's the important part, and that's what experimentation's for, right? It is another step that'll take some time, and admittedly, I don't know if I'm going to do it every time I draw, but, like, I do think it at least helps add a little bit of extra. I guess it helps make things look a little bit more organic, is I think, the thing. I think one of my main issues with a lot of my art is it looks very artificial. So, just sort of doing that thing to help make it look a little bit more organic, I think could help a lot. Small things like that, you know? There's something game called Cat or Rat. Take your numbers between 1 and 3, you can pick the same number twice, and then I read out the corresponding number of choices on the card. You decide which one you'd prefer. 1 and 2. I guess. That one's weird. I don't really understand the rules of that one, but alright. I think I might have to fix some of the coloration, unfortunately, but that's fine. I don't mind. Honestly, I've been doing so much gosh heckin' work today. This makes a question. Paris or Rome, which you prefer? I honestly don't know. I haven't thought about it much. I'd be fine with either, but just if you were to point a gun to my head, I guess Rome. I'm not really into traveling, so it's, I mean, at the moment, I haven't done a lot of it, so admittedly, I don't have a lot of experience with it. But, I'm just not really super into traveling that much, so I get super anxious when I travel. Sometimes, so, you know? I don't really have a lot to say on that one. The answer... Paris or Rome? Disneyland. I have said in a video, in the AMA video, again, hint, hint, follow the YouTube, that I would like to go tour around Europe. So I guess, like, I'm not against the idea of traveling. I just get really nervous at the thought of traveling, so I don't give it a lot of thought. Let me try another one. Okay, yeah, no, go ahead, dude. I mean... No one else is asking any question. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry, Courtney said something. I've been so tempted to buy myself a keyboard or some other instrument to start playing music. I used to play saxophone and guitar when I was younger. A friend of mine got into music. I keep kind of flirting with the idea. It just never happens, honestly. Mini golf or ice skating? I've never tried ice skating, so I guess mini golf. I just realized maybe doing AMAs aren't the best idea because I'm incredibly boring. So when it comes to my life, there's a lot I haven't done. I spent a lot of time as a kid inside, so I didn't like go skating or like, I don't know, down to the local chocolate shop to celebrate my Fridays. I went home and I played Sonic Heroes. So so ice skating, I suppose. Mood. But yeah, I guess ice skating. I mean, not ice skating. I guess mini golf because I've never been properly ice skating. I did slide around on the ice during recess when we weren't supposed to, but I said screw the rules and did it anyway. One time I fell and I hit my head, but other than that, you know, not really. I haven't really done any skating. Sorry if that's not the most exciting answer. Again, I'm kind of boring, so Mini golf rule. It does. Mini golf's a lot of fun. I love mini golf. It's been forever though. Like, damn. Like, I'm thinking about it. Last time I went mini golfing, grade 8. So I was like, I think like 12 or 13. Wait a minute. Yeah, about 12 or 13. God damn it. Oof. Mini golf rules. Same until I met Abyss. Yeah, even when I kinda, yeah, because like when Abyss and I started hanging out, I would like actually stay out, and I would like hang out with my friends, and we would like we didn't do anything too exciting, but we would like go hang out at the mall or at the school or whatever. We would just chill, you know. I experienced for the first time in my life around that time my mom getting upset at me for staying out too late. Ooh. Frankly, I always thought it was a little bit silly because I mean, I did back then, but like now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, yeah, I get you. But yeah, mini golf's pretty dope. I went off on a complete tangent. Sorry. Almost 12 years, cripes. Ugh, we're old. Never grow old. Another game has this big stack of something called fortune cards. Can't figure out how these work. Alright, well, if you can't figure out how these work, then you can skip them if you want. Don't worry too hard. I guarantee you the answer I give wouldn't have been that interesting anyway. I like I'm like, answer, I'm all like, ask me questions, and when people actually ask me questions, I don't know, I'm kind of boring. That's what anxiety does to you, kids. Wow, that got depressing fast. Anyway. The greatest breakfast cereal. Ooh, that's tough. My opinion on this changes quite frequently. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say cinnamon. Not cinnamon. I'm gonna say Captain Crunch. Even though it cuts up the roof of your mouth. Glad you agree. Oh, excuse me, jeez. Ugh. Kaze, thank you for the $15 donation. I know I've been quiet, but I'm enjoying myself a lot. Here's some more support. I love you, friend. Thank you very much, Kaze. Every donation helps. And while I have been all like, hey, ask a question, if you don't have a question to ask, don't worry too hard about it. Ah, Spring Stadium, that's why I recognize the music. I recognize the first... Okay, so I wasn't familiar with Sonic 3D Blast's kind of soundtrack, like the Saturn version, when I was younger. And my first exposure to this track, or rather Act 2, was through, I don't know if any of you guys remember, a Raven Crow 89 video. I think he was 89. And he was making fun of What If 4 Kids dubbed Bleach, and the second, like, track of this, which is a lot more like clown farty circus music, he played as the background of the scene from the first episode where Ichigo is reaming into those guys who knocked over the flowers that he left for that dead girl. The game industry and the movie industry have both come to you. You both decide what video game-based film is happening next. Which game do you choose to adapt to the silver screen? What film studio makes it? Who directs it? Who is in the starring role? Etc. Oh my god. That's a lot of responsibility. Okay, if I'm picking anything, and I get to be as selfish as possible, we do an animated Sonic movie. We get Sony Pictures and the team that made Into the Spider-Verse on it. And we bring in the cast from the games. And we do a film adaptation of, No, you know what? Not even of like a specific game. It is a unique story within the universe of the game. That's what I would have them do. If I'm not allowed to cheat and pick a game franchise that's already been represented in film, then I would pick something that I feel like could really benefit from being a movie because of the fact that it references movies so often. I would do Gex. I would get Warner Brothers or to work on it, because I would get Warner Brothers to work on it. And in particular, I would try and give it a sort of Looney Tunes kind of vibe, but with the kind of Gex pop culture references and whatnot. And that's what I would try and do. And I would try and reboot Gex as an animated film franchise. I don't think that would work. I don't know how successful that would be, but I think it would be interesting. I think this don't really read as like graphic novels or anything. So, because I was trying to make them look kind of like bound graphic, they don't really read as that. They look more like novels. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna make these smaller, and I'm gonna have them be like CDs or something. Because I mean, he's got the CD player right there. Why wouldn't? A movie about a video game about a gecko that is obsessed with movies. That's meta. Exactly. And I would try and find like some of like the funniest parody writers, whether they be like on TV or like in Hollywood, whatever. I would, and I'd get. I believe the voice actor for it was, it wasn't Dana Carvey, was it? It might have been Dana Carvey. If it was, then I would get the original voice actor for Gex back as well. If I'm being completely selfish, though, it would be that Sonic one. It probably wouldn't do as well as the live-action Sonic because, you know, animation, and because of the fact, like I said, it would actually exist in the universe of the games, and that would be a little bit alienating to more casual viewers. But I like to think that it could like go over well with folks. That is very small. Kind of looks almost like a floppy disk or something. Dana Gold. This was the music. It was okay. So imagine that scene from Bleach, where Ichigo is chewing into those guys for knocking over the dead girl's flowers and beats the crap out of them. But this is the music that's playing, and the dialogue is like, "Hey, why are those flowers knocked over? Is it 'cause we were being idiots and being bad boys?" Oh my god. I'm sure it's not as funny as I'm remembering, but like back then when like ripping into 4K, everyone was ripping into 4Kids. It was so much fun to just laugh at the idea. The idea of 4Kids dubbing Bleach is so entertaining to me. I almost wish that happened because I'd want to see what kind of train wreck they would have made, and I'm not particularly a fan of Bleach anyway, so meh. Apparently the Gex series sold 50 million units over 4 years. That's pretty darn good. But yeah, no, Gex did really well in its time. I think the only real reason is it stopped was just honestly the time had come. Characters like Gex just weren't as popular anymore. And there just wasn't really a place for them anymore. And I think these days, I think the average person probably would just kind of look at Gex and roll their eyes. So, as a game, but I think if we reestablish him as like this movie, as this kind of like meta film character, I think we could do something with that. You know what else I wouldn't mind seeing them do a reboot of? Bubsy. And I don't mean like the games that they have now. I mean like, let's actually get a dev who actually cares about making the games good, and let's see what we can do. I like the idea of kind of like dead, kind of failed franchises kind of getting another shot, especially when they're bad. Like, I've always been curious about like reimagining like what it'd be like to see people like reimagine like just franchises that are either bad or haven't aged well or just wouldn't survive in a more modern context if you were to just take them, you know? Like, I said bad, but then I thought Gex isn't bad, it's just kind of aged. But I still love Gex. I love Gex, frankly. The fact that Gex wasn't in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale is an absolute sin to me. Almost as much as not having Crash Bandicoot or Spyro. Seriously, what the hell? Dead franchise is getting another shot. Hey, Cries of Klonoa. Yeah, I would definitely like them to do another Klonoa. They've been saying for years, oh, we're doing another Klonoa, we're doing another Klonoa. Yeah, uh-huh. Sure, I'll believe that when I see it. The last game you released was on the goddamn Wii. It's been, I think it's been like, oh, I think it's been over a decade now. Listen to this goddamn music. This does not sound like Sonic music at all. I love Gex 3 so much. I never really played Gex 3. I played Gex 2 growing up, and I eventually played the original. And the original's surprisingly good. Actually, I feel like that the wall crawl mechanics in the first game, just on the basis of it being 2D, allow for more creative freedom, but I just generally prefer the collectathon stylings of 2 and 3. But again, I haven't played 3. The new Klonoa game is somewhere between Bayonetta 3 and the Duke Nukem reboot. February 15th, Square Enix announced that they will allow developers to create games based on some of their old items and collectibles. Yeah, including the Gex property, but no one's done anything with it because, unfortunately, I think people just feel like that Gex is kind of poisoned now. It's unfortunate, but them's the breaks, you know? If Sega ever goes under, I guarantee you something similar is going to happen to Sonic the Hedgehog. Just wait. Where it's going to go dormant for years and years and years and years. In a best case scenario, like a company that really, like, that has a long history with the franchise would pick it up. Like, I'd vote for, like, Nintendo or something. Maybe Microsoft, because Sega and Microsoft have always been kind of buddy-buddy. I wouldn't want, like, I don't know, like, Activision taking it over, because as much as them Crash reboots clearly have a lot of love put into them, they still have Activision-isms in them, and yeah. Or you know what? It would even you know what else I wouldn't mind? Who else I also wouldn't mind if they gave if Sega went under, who would get Sonic? A Balan Company. like the Balan Wonderworld guys, because that's like Yuji Naka and Naoto Oshima. Sega's under the great fear is that you-know-who will swoop in and grab the revenants. Ken Pender! He won't have the money. I don't think he'd have the money, frankly. I don't think he'd have the money. Sure, to sue for use of his art for the characters he quote-unquote made for Archie Comics? Yeah, fine, but for an entire multimedia, like, billion-dollar franchise? No. Even if the company were to go under, no, I don't think he'd have the money for it. Again, in a best-case scenario, I think it would be like Nintendo would take, but Nintendo or Microsoft, I think, would take Sonic the Hedgehog, I think. I don't think Sony would, honestly. And then I'm thinking about, I don't think they would. I don't think they have a lot of interest in the Sonic brand as a whole. I think if they were to take anything, it would be like Persona. Persona and Shin Megami Tensei, Yakuza, things like that. But I think like stuff like Sonic, I think would be left to Nintendo or Microsoft. Or maybe like another third-party developer. Again, I think Balan Company would be really cool. Sega broke up. I wouldn't be shocked to see Sony try and snatch up Yakuza. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because the franchise makes a decent amount of money now, and it's mostly played on PlayStation. So, oh, this is Diamond Dust. I was gonna say Robotnik Winter, but that's Sonic Triple Trouble, I think. Kind of sounds like Christmas Nights music. Yeah, man, this sure is a nice song. So anyway, does anyone remember how they butchered it in a Sonic Chronicles? Because I sure do. Because if you can believe it, it's one of the less disgusting pieces of music. Colored lines. Oh, well, whatever. People remember Sonic Chronicles? I remember Sonic Chronicles. Oh god, do I remember Sonic Chronicles. Actually, there's a someone's like a team of people are remaking Sonic Chronicles from the ground up, and I'm very curious to see how that goes. Because the idea of a Sonic RPG is not dead on arrival. I think you could make that work. If you just have to seriously reconsider how to make it work, and I don't think that Elite Beat Agents meets like generic turn-based RPG was the best way to go. I think turning it into like an action RPG would be like the best bet, or making it like, or just finding a way to make the interaction more fast-paced, you know? I wish I didn't. Yeah, don't we all? It feels like it came out and just got forgotten about. No, you say that, but what's funny is that when the game first came out, it actually was received decently well. But now you ask anyone about it, and they're like, I just don't care about it. I just think it's so not good that it's so clear to me that BioWare thought they were better than Sonic. It's so clear to me that they thought that they were better than this franchise. And so what did they do? They shifted it off to a B team, gave them barely any time to work on it, and then it came out like crap. Frankly, I'd rather have, like, say, like, Atlas do it, or, like, In fact, why hasn't Atlas done a Sonic RPG yet? I think that would be pretty dope. I think they could do that well. Again, I think maybe making it into an action RPG would make more sense, but you could still do it. I mean, hell, even if you did do it turn-based, you could probably make that work. Hell, Newgrounds Flash artists proved that you can make turn-based Sonic RPGs work, even if the stories are absolute anime bonkers nonsense. Hey, I'd prefer that, frankly, than to let's make Ken Pender's stuff canon. Admittedly, it is better, but, like, I mean, I like Shade, I just think. But yeah, it's so funny to me looking back. It's like Secret Rings. People said that Secret Rings was better than 06 when it came out, but now there's like an honest to god debates in the fandom about which game is worse. I think Secret Rings is worse. Atlas would do a good job. Yeah, they would. And you want to know what's even more funny to me? Just the absolute evidence that I think Sega is perfectly fine with just coaxing on leaving Sonic as it is because it still makes money. The director of Yakuza said, it was either the director of Yakuza or was one of the directors of one of the Personas, said that he would actually be absolutely interested in taking a crack at a Sonic the Hedgehog game. And I would love to see that. Even if it doesn't come out great, I would love to at least see them try that. Because I think that they could, like, legitimately, like, do something really interesting. I think we need all the due respect to Takashi Iizuka. He's been around with the franchise since Sonic and Knuckles. He saved it from the abyss after 06. But I think we need some fresh blood. I think him and the team he works with, I think it might be time to pull it back a little bit. And let some new fresh blood, preferably some fans, kind of take charge, you know? And I'm not saying, like, get Christian Whitehead to take over the Sonic series. No, because, like, I feel like that, like, it's one thing to do Sonic Mania, it's another thing to take over the franchise. Yeah, the Yakuza director, Daisuke Sato, which is so funny to me because I think I remember him saying that he wasn't interested in making games for a younger audience. So that makes me wonder, what would his Sonic look like? Would it look like Shadow the Hedgehog? But I would very least be curious to see what they would come up with, you know? You know, I'm just gonna... whatever. It's a cartoon sci-fi... stereo, who cares? I'm very curious to see what his Sonic would be like. And it's honestly surprising to me because it's not like you hear a ton about, like, Japanese devs or whoever who are that interested in Sonic, because Sonic isn't as popular in Japan as he is in other parts of the world. I mean, people know who he is, but it's more like, oh, well, that's that Sega character that we see at the arcade, right? That's what they think of as Sonic. But the best-selling Sonic game in Japan, I think, is Mario and Sonic in the Olympic Winter Games. And that has Mario in it, so there you go. I think the Sonic Adventure, I think the classic trilogy did okay, and I think, the classic Sonic trilogy, and I think the adventure games did alright, but, like, stuff like Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic, actually, I think Sonic Unleashed did alright. Sonic 06, especially, like, the newer games, they just do not take over there. But for me, the SoCal Sonic is, well, if I were to do it, I wouldn't do Sonic as it was. I would like to make a completely different Sonic. Sadly, the interview didn't press the word detail. So yeah, I think he would do like an adult Sonic game. Like, I'm not saying it would be like drugs and sex, but I think it would be like in the same kind of vein that like I'm trying to think of a good example. Where you take a sort of classic kids franchise and you bring it back and you focus it on an adult audience, is kind of what I think he would do. I think he would kind of shoot for his own story and continuity, and he would do something off the walls different, which I would be so curious to see. I wouldn't necessarily want it to be the status quo, but I'd be very curious to see what he would do. I might redo this radio. It doesn't really match the rest of it. But on the other hand, I mean, maybe I'll make this blue darker. But I think he would shoot for a darker Sonic the Hedgehog, which I'd be very interested in seeing, because they've been flirting around with the idea of darkening back up the series for so long, but they never go through with it because Sonic Colors so well. And now they're like, well, we don't want to alienate the Sonic Colors people, even though even the Sonic Colors people are like, yeah, can we maybe do something a little bit not as much Sonic Colors anymore? That's not to dispel Sonic Colors or anything. I love that game, but like, you know, I'm betting they'd have close quarters fighting and let's blow up the robot bouncing on it a couple of times. Maybe. I don't necessarily think he would go that far. I think what he means, I would do something different. I think more thematically he would do something different. with that said, I'm not sure Sega would ever be down to even let him even look at the franchise, because they're very protective of it now. Remember how Nintendo was with Mario a few years back? Yeah, that's basically where Sonic is right now. They've kind of, it's so funny to me, because when I was watching Bowser's Fury, and I saw Mario, I saw this big, scary monster Bowser in this dark environment, and Mario is being helped with this small character, and then he turns golden and spiky at the end. My first thought was just, my god! Sonic is Mario and Mario is Sonic! Like... my god, we switched places! Now Mario's doing weird experimental things. With, like, slightly darker tones and, like, monsters and things like that. And Sonic is playing it extremely safe. It's like we can't have one without the other. Either Mario has to play it extremely safe, and Sonic has to be weird and experimental, or Sonic has to play it extremely safe, and Mario has to be weird and experimental. There's, like, no in-between. Oh, that's so funny. Because I just thought about that. I just remembered I was thinking about that when I saw that trailer. Hey Thomas, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. This is actually I don't know how much longer we're gonna be streaming for, but this is an AMA stream. So while you still have the time, if you want to ask any questions, feel free. Got off work? Cool. Imagine what happened if the Bayonetta director got a crack at Sonic. Okay, so I'm sure we're all thinking, like, haha, sex, boobies, but, like, if Hideki Kamiya or whoever made a Sonic game, I guarantee you it would at the very least be interesting. I don't think he'd ever do it. It doesn't strike me that he'd be that interested, but, like, I would be so down. I don't think he would do it, though. Like, to me, he kind of comes off as, like, he probably thinks Sonic is stupid, honestly, like... Make Super Sonic very super indeed. Na 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 na. Like Galaxy throwing super. That'd be awesome. Oh, by the way, if you want to look at a comically overpowered, oh, Volcano Valley. If you want to look at a comically overpowered Sonic, Archie Sonic. Archie Sonic. Like, Jesus Christ. Listen to the synthy orchestra. I love it. Like, I live for this sort of synthy orchestra nonsense. Yeah, that's at least part of, Bayonetta. You literally crash the final boss of the first game into the sun. Alright, folks, just a general reminder, and by the way, we're wrapping up soon, so if you have any more questions you want to ask, now would be a great time to do it, because we are wrapping this up soon. I think I might rework the color on this, maybe the lighting, because it's a little bit blobby looking, honestly, so let's, okay, because no one has any more No, I'm joking. I think I make those jokes too often, where it's like, God, I guess we're not gonna do the thing. I worry that like it comes off like I'm legitimately like upset. I'm not upset, or not really. I'm just happy y'all are hanging out. I love doing this. So like, you know, just thanks for being awesome. Aww. How many peanut butter cups can you fit in your mouth? What size is important? Small ones, probably about, let me see. A lot. The regular size ones, like 6, 7. The big ones, maybe 2 or 3, maybe more. So there you go. Admittedly, having never tried it, I can't say for certain, but that is my estimation-based math on that. Is that about 3 or 4 for the really big ones, about 5 or 6 for the or 7 for the medium-sized ones, and like an entire mouth's full worth for the small ones. How many? Yes. Yeah, basically. I did about for a second, trying to be too long, I'll up Mr. Rest of the stream. Well, considering that we're probably wrapping up in like a couple of minutes, you might. If you aren't back by the time we're done, thanks for popping in. It's very much appreciated. glad I can be here tonight and guarantee for Saturdays. I'm still not sure what next week will look like. Well, that's unfortunate. Still, I was happy you were here and got to hang out. How many licks does it take to get to the How many licks does it take to get to the Tutorial Center of a Tootsie Pop?
Let's find out. 1, a 2, a 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish up the bed and the characters another time because I've been working on this for a while. I know I am tired. So we're gonna be wrapping up here, I think. With that said, I do want to at least give you guys a couple of minutes, ask any last-minute questions you might have, and we'll go from there. What ingredients go with the perfect plain nachos? Chips, cheese, meat, salsa. That's it. I don't really need anything else. I'm boring. Maybe some hot sauce. Maybe some sour cream. Tasty. Yeah, it's about as classic as you can get. If anyone else has any questions, we're going to be on for another 5 minutes, we'll say. So we'll be shutting down at 2 hours and 35 minutes. So if you have any other questions you want to ask, get it out now. Meanwhile, I'm going to check Twitch to see anyone I can raid. Actually, there's people streaming right now. I think someone in here earlier said that they were streaming, weren't they? I don't remember. So, okay, I think I know what we're, okay, hang on. Okay, so I think I know who we're, gonna be rating. So, there you go. I'm just gonna do something super quick while I'm waiting for the 5 minutes to be up. Just so you guys aren't staring at a black screen. I love this track. I'm just gonna say this right now. My first thought whenever I hear Gene Gadget is a series of stop motion videos called Tales from the Toy Chest. And my brother and I were obsessed with them. I love them so much. I don't know if they're still on YouTube, but they were made by Dr. McFox, who I actually think does music now. And they were just really doofy, fun little stop motion character shorts. They were so good. And this was the intro music for a couple of them. I might actually watch them when we're done here today. It's a cutie. Yes. What makes you laugh the hardest? You know what? Things that are completely just out of nowhere and difficult to explain. Just absolute sporadic nonsense. Like, obviously there's a limit on that. You can't just go like, haha, tacos lol. But like, I don't know, like a glitch in a video game, or like a complete non sequitur during a conversation that's just so absurd that it takes me a second to process. This happens with Blitzio a lot. Poorly played brass instruments. That's also a favorite of mine. Jack Cabot drop. That's a good. Yeah, Jack Cabot drop kicking a dude's a perfect example of that. I mean, I didn't laugh like a maniac there, but I was just so bewildered with what I had seen. Like, what the hell? I think that's part of the reason why I like YouTube poop so much, even now. It's just because so much of it is just like, you watch it and it's just so difficult to explain, you know? It's... I also really love anti-humor as well. Like, that's another thing. Like just complete anti-climaxes. This is why sometimes you'll see that in my videos. Like, I don't want to give too much away about the video I'm working on right now, but there's a bit of that going on in that video too, and I'm looking forward to God, I just really want to get that video out to you guys because it's a really long project, and like way longer than I was expecting. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm just gonna wrap up this doodle, and then I'm gonna send you guys over to the person who we are rating. I hope Thomas isn't upset that he missed the rest of the stream, but you know. Okay, so, there's a little doodle. I'm going to, real quickly, Alright, so we're gonna send you off to another art stream. This will be Cosmo Suzuki 91. Aw. Thanks for asking all the questions, thanks for hanging out, and just thanks for being awesome. I'm gonna send you guys over now. Love you all. Bye!